Landing. For the trim check, do rudder left 2 times. Back up. Kill motors. Let's go. Here, can you come here? Hold it. So we can bring it down and press it down like that. Yeah. Mark the HLB. I've got my marker in there.
And check. Yeah, I know. I'm just talking on the radio.
Lieutenant Colonel Kevin Militar Wheeler. I'm the logistics officer for 3rd Marine Littoral Regiment. Hometown is Gloucester, Massachusetts, and I've been with the unit for about 2 years. Kaagapay ang Mandirigmang Dagat. I just learned that this year that's an acronym which stands for an alliance of warriors from the sea, and that's exactly what this was this year. 3rd Marine Littoral Regiment, along with a bunch of other units from the U.S. Marine Corps, working with our Philippine Marine Corps brothers and sisters to show that we are an alliance of warriors from the sea. Yeah, so this is the 9th iteration of the exercise. The second time that I've seen MLR participate in it. Last year we worked with 4th Marine Brigade up north in Ilocos Norte. We built an obstacle course last year. This year was a different flavor. We definitely got after more of the combat actions and treated it really as a combat rehearsal, working with our Philippine Marine Corps brothers and sisters all over the country, but especially up in Ilocos Norte, Cagayan, and the Batanes Islands up north. The lead element for KAMANDAG 9 was the Philippine Marine Corps. They did an excellent job of planning the exercise out. We had a bunch of planning conferences in Manila, and then for the exercise itself, it was spread all over the country. But we worked with a lot of different units and agencies throughout the country during the execution. Our recon platoon was able to train with their counterparts up at San Fernando, La Union. They also went up to some small recon bases in Ilocos Norte. We had Marines training at Sarab. They did some live fire training and some really awesome ranges where they were able to do patrolling and then practicing contact in the tree line, which is not seen at ranges in the US or in Hawaii. Really a great opportunity to get out there with our Philippine Marine Corps brothers and sisters and train with them. And then we also had the maritime key terrain security operations, which took place in the Batanes Islands and the Babuyan Islands, really showing an ability for our forces and the Philippine Marine Corps to deploy to those locations that are really hard to get to. When I talked to my mom, who's from the Philippines, and I told her that we had Marines training in the Batanes, even she was like, I've never been to the Batanes, I've never even thought about going up there. So really great experience for our Marines and a really great opportunity for us to showcase our ability to do not just combat operations, but logistics throughout the Philippine archipelago. So as part of KAMANDAG 9, there was an activity called Maritime Key Terrain Security Operations. We had multiple units train up in the Batanes Islands and the Babuyan Islands. We had a company of Marines deploy with Marine Battalion Landing Team 10 of the Philippine Marine Corps and showcase their ability to work together, deploy, do operations in that area, which is in the Luzon Strait. We also had the opportunity to deploy our medium-range missile battery, the Rogue Nemesis up into those islands as well and deploy that. Historic time for 3rd Marine Littoral Regiment and the U.S. Marine Corps. It's the first time we've done that, showcasing an ability to reach those far-to-reach locations with our aviation assets. So we had an opportunity to deploy one of our companies in rotation down to Colonel Ernesto Rabina Air Base, SARAB. Didn't realize that was an acronym either, but SARAB, a lot of Marines can remember deploying to Crow Valley and doing training there. That company had a really great opportunity to deploy into the tree line. Most ranges in the Marine Corps are just big, flat, open spaces. We shoot at silhouette targets or steel targets. This go around, we were able to procure targetry and equipment from the local Philippine economy. We set up targets in the tree line, and then Marines were able to actually practice contact drills inside the tree line, something that we don't get to do very often. Really enjoyed watching the Marines do that, and that both companies were able to rotate through there from the Littoral Combat Team and get some really good training. As part of KAMANDAG 9, our recon platoon, which was attached to us from 1st Marine Division, was able to execute something called the Special Operations Force Strike, Soft Strike. They deployed to a small little camp in Ilocos Norte. They were able to sustain themselves as a small team and work alongside our brothers from Republic of Korea Marine Corps, the Japanese Self-Defense Force, and then the Philippine Marine Corps, practicing jungle survival skills and some really great jungle medicine that we don't get to execute in California or in Hawaii. Really a unique opportunity for us to get after those skills we don't get to normally practice. Something else they were able to practice with our counterparts there at that small base was close quarters battle. Again, we do get to do that in different areas where the Marine Corps trains, but to do it with partner forces is something we don't get to practice, and it was really great to see a showcase of abilities across that joint combined coalition team here at KAMANDAG 9.